For centuries, people have debated whether the Bible is truth or myth, but what if modern science has uncovered clues that some of these stories might actually be real? Imagine the universe as a vast library, one section written in starlight and gravity, the other in ancient prophecy. Today, the walls between faith and fact are crumbling. Science is becoming a Rosetta Stone, translating ancient tales into empirical evidence. Join me as we journey back to the dawn of civilization, using science to re-examine the foundational stories of Western culture. What we find may not be divine intervention as our ancestors saw it, but a testament to the enduring power of human observation and the awesome forces that shaped our world. The story of Noah's flood, long dismissed as legend, may echo a real catastrophe. Instead of a global flood, imagine a world-ending deluge for those who lived near the Black Sea. Geologists discovered an ancient shoreline 400 feet below today's sea level, evidence of a massive flood about 7,600 years ago. As melting glaciers raised sea levels, the Mediterranean burst through the Bosporus, unleashing a torrent into the Black Sea basin. Water rose 6 inches a day, swallowing villages and farms. For survivors, it was the end of the world, a memory passed down as the story of a great flood. Sometimes, myth is history seen through the eyes of those who lived it. The 10 plagues of Egypt, rivers of blood, swarms of frogs, darkness, sound supernatural, but could nature be the culprit? The eruption of Thera, Santorini, 3,600 years ago sent volcanic ash across the region. Iron-rich ash could have triggered a toxic red algae bloom in the Nile, turning water to blood and killing fish. Frogs fled the poisoned river, died en masse, and set off a chain reaction. Insects swarmed, livestock sickened, and disease spread. The eruption altered weather, causing hail and locusts. Volcanic ash could have blotted out the sun, creating darkness. One disaster, many plagues, nature's fury mistaken for divine wrath. Science reveals the domino effect behind the legend. Moses parts the Red Sea, a miracle or a rare act of nature. Scientists modeled a phenomenon called wind set-down, where strong, sustained winds push water aside in shallow areas. A powerful east wind, blowing overnight, could expose a land bridge for hours. The Israelites could cross on dry ground. As the wind stopped, water would rush back, trapping pursuers. To those fleeing, it would feel like the hand of God. No magic required, just the right weather at the right moment. Sometimes, nature's timing is miraculous enough. Joshua commands the sun to stand still, a day when time itself seemed to pause. Ancient writers may have described a celestial event they didn't understand. Cambridge researchers linked the story to an annular solar eclipse over Canaan on October 30th, 1207 BCE. The sun became a blazing ring, its movement seemingly halted. For those on the battlefield, it felt like time stopped. Not a literal miracle, but a rare and awe-inspiring alignment of sun, moon, and earth. Sometimes, the sky itself writes the story. Sodom and Gomorrah, cities destroyed by fire from the sky. Archaeologists at Tal el-Hammam in Jordan found a Bronze Age city obliterated around 1650 BCE. Evidence: a thick layer of ash, melted pottery, vaporized stone, destruction too intense for any normal fire. The likely cause: a cosmic airburst, a meteor exploding in the atmosphere, like Tunguska in 1908. The blast would have flattened everything, incinerated the city, and left a wasteland. The Bible's fire and brimstone may be the memory of a real, catastrophic event. Sometimes, the heavens do rain fire. Science uncovers the impact behind the myth. The Tower of Babel, a story of human ambition and the birth of many languages. In Babylon, archaeologists uncovered the massive ziggurat Etemenanki, the foundation of heaven and earth. King Nebuchadnezzar rebuilt it, employing a multilingual workforce from across his empire. The biblical writers, exiled in Babylon, saw a city of many tongues building a tower to the sky. When the empire fell, people scattered. Languages and cultures diverged. The legend of Babel is rooted in real history. Empire, ambition, and collapse. Sometimes myth is memory shaped by the rise and fall of civilizations. David and Goliath, the ultimate underdog tale. Archaeologists at Gath found a pottery shard inscribed with a name matching Goliath, dating to the right era. The giant's size, likely exaggerated, but pituitary gigantism, a real medical condition, could explain a towering warrior. Skeletons with signs of gigantism have been found in the region. The story may have grown, but its roots are real, a formidable, vulnerable opponent, remembered for generations. Sometimes legends are built on kernels of truth. Science gives us a glimpse of the man behind the myth. Adam and Eve, our first parents, or a metaphor. Genetics traced all living humans' maternal line to mitochondrial Eve, who lived in Africa 150,000–200,000 years ago. Similarly, all men share a paternal ancestor, Y-chromosomal Adam, from the same region and era. They weren't the only humans alive, but their lineages alone survived. The biblical story echoes a scientific reality. We all share common ancestors. Myth and science converge in our DNA. The story is more complex but no less profound. We are all connected by ancient threads. Let there be light. Genesis and the Big Bang both begin with a burst of creation. 13.8 billion years ago, the universe exploded from a singularity, expanding and cooling. After 380,000 years, atoms formed and light filled the cosmos. In a real sense, the first event was, let there be light. Some theories suggest the universe is built from information, spoken into existence by the laws of physics. Genesis and cosmology tell the same story in different languages. Science and scripture both seek to explain our origins. The poetry of creation endures. So, what do you believe now? Miracles or misunderstood science? We've seen how science can illuminate scripture, grounding ancient stories in real events. The conflict between science and religion may be a false dichotomy. One explores how the universe works, the other why we seek meaning. They are two books in the same cosmic library telling humanity's story. Whether you see the hand of God or the laws of physics, these stories shape who we are. Like, subscribe and share if you enjoyed this journey. Keep asking questions and never stop exploring.